Hi, I'm Kira K. Dixon, and today Caitlin Clark is under the umbrellas. Welcome, Caitlin.
Thanks for having me. Excited to be here.
Well, I heard that it's your first time at Augusta National. So what are the impressions so far?
Oh gosh, I mean, like, this is a place that's on literally everyone's bucket.
Caitlin Clark, the name synonymous with hardwood heroics, traded sneakers for spikes and stepped onto the hallowed grounds of Augusta National. But this wasn't a crossover for show. It was a deep dive into reflection, revealing a side of the basketball phenom few have glimpsed, and what she unveiled in this unexpected interview is sending ripples far beyond the fairways. Forget the roar of the crowd and the swish of the net. Under the iconic Masters umbrellas, Caitlin wasn't strategizing plays. She was soaking in an experience that resonated with the very core of her competitive spirit, drawing surprising parallels between her dominant domain and the silent battles fought on the green. Her initial awe was palpable, describing Augusta as a place etched on everyone's bucket list, a postcard come to life where every vista seemed meticulously crafted for perfection.
I think, like, you see it on TV, but when you actually get here, it's a completely different experience. So beautiful. Like, wherever you look, it's like a postcard. It's amazing. I think the one thing that you can't tell on TV is the hills. Like, you can't really prepare for that. My legs were a little sore yesterday, but I mean, it's just unreal. It's perfect,
That's
honestly.
your preseason workout.
Yes, exactly. Getting my legs back in shape.
There you go, there you go. Yeah, what did you do? I walked the golf course.
Yeah, that's how I got back in shape.
I don't know what I'm gonna do tomorrow. I don't know what I'm gonna do the next day. So maybe play some golf. I think that's what I'm gonna do until it gets too cold in Indiana. So I got that. I'll become a professional golfer.
Yet beneath the veneer of reverence, Caitlin's characteristic wit shone through immediately. Walking the legendary undulating terrain wasn't just sightseeing. It was, in true Clark fashion, preseason conditioning. The hills, she joked, were an unexpected workout, a humorous nod to the physical demands of even spectating at this prestigious event. This blend of playful sarcasm and genuine appreciation set the tone for an interview that felt less like a formal quanda and more like an intimate conversation with a friend. The presence of her family added another layer of warmth to her experience. For a family that lives and breathes Caitlin's high-octane career, being at Augusta was a dream realized, a shared moment of wonder away from the intensity of the basketball court. Her brother and father, she shared, were among the first through the gates, eager to absorb the atmosphere of the empty course, a testament to the deep-seated reverence the venue commands.
So your family is here with you. They're just off camera. When I told my family that I was working the Masters tournament, that I would get to be here.
That's not even working. That's, it's a treat.
That I would even get to be in the vicinity of Augusta National. They were so excited. What was their reaction when you found out that you were going to all get to come?
And this is at the top of their bucket list too. Like, they can't get enough of it. I slept in today. My brother and my dad were here right when the gates opened. They were walking around. Nobody's playing. And that's what a lot of patrons do. They just walk around and want to see the course, and that's what my dad and my brother were doing. So they can't get enough of it. We've tried every single food. We're going down the list. So.
What's the favorite?
And then there's the food, a legendary aspect of the Masters that Caitlin embraced with open arms and an adventurous palate. Her mission to sample everything Augusta had to offer became a delightful subplot, complete with confessions of indulging in more than a few sugary treats. The Georgia Peach ice cream sandwich emerged as a clear favorite, a sweet indulgence that she humorously conceded would necessitate extra conditioning upon her return to Indiana. Whether dissecting the merits of the honey wheat chicken salad or plotting her next snack, Caitlin's genuine enthusiasm for the simple pleasures of being a fan was infectious. Her approach to planning her attire mirrored that of any excited attendee, packing for unpredictable weather while aiming to look the part. The merchandise tent loomed large on her agenda, not just for personal mementos, but as a crucial mission for acquiring gifts, a relatable touch that underscored her down-to-earth nature. Even her preparation for this retail pilgrimage, watching TikTok merch hauls, revealed a strategic mind applied to the most delightful of tasks.
My favorite, I think the Georgia Peach ice cream sandwich. You can't go wrong with that. It's like the peach isn't like overpowering. The sugar cookie's really good. Had a couple of them yesterday. I'm gonna need to get some extra conditioning in when I get back to Indianapolis, but I mean, you can't go wrong with anything. There's just so many things that are so good, and maybe it just tastes better because the view is also so amazing, but yeah, it's been fun.
Are you a pimento person?
Not a huge pimento person, but
it's a unique
I would
taste.
pick the chicken salad on the honey wheat before that.
Okay.
I really like the chicken salad. That's my go-to sandwich if I'm picking one.
Yeah, I like that. Good
Yeah.
protein,
Yeah.
gets you through the day.
It's really good.
But Caitlin's connection to golf runs deeper than a casual appreciation for a prestigious tournament. Her love affair with the sport began in childhood, marked by bright pink clubs and persistent pleas to her father for tee times. While readily admitting she's no pro, the genuine affection for the game was unmistakable. She spoke of the unique competitive aspect of golf, the internal battle against oneself, a stark contrast to the team dynamics of basketball that nonetheless fostered the same crucial mental toughness. The camaraderie she shares with friends and even teammates who play golf adds another layer to her enjoyment, though the WNBA's summer schedule often puts a temporary halt to her fairway forays. Yet even with limited opportunities, she carves out time, mindful of the potential impact on her jump shot, highlighting the dedication that underpins all her athletic pursuits.
How have you planned your outfits this week?
Ooh. Well, I brought a ton of clothes because I didn't really know about the weather when I
you never
got
know.
here, but I mean, it's been perfect, but just trying to look the part at least, you know?
You do look the part, but you're a golfer.
Thanks.
You
I am
know
a
exactly
golfer,
what
yeah.
it takes.
I haven't gone to the merch area yet, so we're gonna get some good
Okay, what's on
masters.
the-
Oh.
What's on
Everything.
the-
But also
the
then you
wish
gotta
list?
buy for people too. You gotta stock up on Christmas gifts. My brother's already gone. He spent a bunch of money, I'm sure.
Oops.
I'll be up there too, but I'll get some hats,
Okay.
get some nice golf gear, because it's exclusive. You can only get it here, so
Yeah.
you gotta go crazy while you can.
Yes.
For Caitlin, golf transcends a mere hobby. It's a sanctuary, a therapeutic escape from the relentless spotlight of her professional life. The quietude of the course, the absence of the usual clamor, allows for a rare inward focus, a mental reset that rejuvenates her. She understands the allure of golf for other elite athletes, recognizing it as a crucial mental recalibration. The individual challenge, the reliance solely on oneself, the need to move on swiftly from mistakes, these are parallels she keenly observes between the two seemingly disparate sports. Just as a missed shot in basketball demands immediate focus on the next play, a poor swing on the golf course requires an equal measure of mental resilience. The pressure, however, manifests differently. At Augusta, even as a spectator, Caitlin felt the intensity of the fans' presence, an element that, while part of the thrill of professional sports, can't be replicated in practice. This first-hand experience amplified her respect for the mental fortitude of professional golfers.
You know, I've been watching like TikTok hauls of like what people buy so I can be prepared of what I want to get.
Because when you
But
go in there,
I know,
you have to
got-
have a strategy.
You have to have a plan, yeah.
'Cause it's overwhelming.
There's so many people in there. I'll probably get some coffee mugs. My brother said the coffee mugs were going off I'm a big coffee person, so get some coffee mugs. So I remember I was pretty young and like I loved every sport. My parents like
You're a little athletic.
I wanted to try whatever I could. And I remember on one of my birthdays, I forget how old I was turning, but I was pretty young. I got my first set of golf clubs and they were like bright pink, like the kid golf clubs. And I would always beg my dad to like take me and go golfing. I just really enjoyed it. I loved being outside. You know, I wasn't obviously very good. I still am a hack, but I think I just like love being outside.
Her insights extended to anecdotes of basketball legends finding solace and competitive release on the golf course. The story of Steph Curry heading to the driving range after a tough playoff loss, only to return with a stellar performance, resonated deeply with Caitlin's understanding of the mental game. Similarly, the tales of Michael Jordan's intense competitiveness on the links mirrored her own drive. Even if she playfully conceded, she couldn't replicate his ability to dominate on the court after a round of 18. This wasn't just name-dropping. It was a genuine appreciation for the shared mindset of elite competitors finding common ground in a different arena. Interestingly, Caitlin isn't alone in her affinity for golf within the WNBA. She shared lighthearted stories of playful jabs with former teammate Grace Berger, a state golf champion, and the burgeoning interest among current teammates, some of whom are now seeking her guidance on how to get started. Her enthusiasm for introducing them to the game, envisioning casual outings on public courses, painted a picture of a team bond extending beyond the basketball court.
I love the competitive aspect of it. It's like a battle with yourself. Like it's an individual sport. It's so different than basketball or the other sports that I played growing up. So I think it makes you have this mental toughness about you. I think that's what I love about it. But a lot of my friends played growing up and throughout college, and even now professionally, some of my teammates play. So it's like a fun, competitive thing we get to do
fun,
together. And that's what I love about it. And yeah, That's the one bad thing about the WNBA is like it's during the summer, so I don't get to go out and golf as much, but I try to make as much time as I can without hurting my back because I still need to make some shots, you know, here
and there.
But yeah, I mean, I got into it at a young age and I've really always just loved it, and I'm very average at it, but it's so hard. Like everybody's mostly pretty average, but yeah, it's fun. I enjoy it. But also I think like understanding how much I enjoy it and how peaceful it is. It's like such a nice way to get away from basketball and what your reality is every single day, and just to do something where you can like calm your mind and be away from people and be outside.
Caitlin's own offseason provided a unique opportunity to indulge her passion for golf. For the first time in a long time, she had a genuine break, and she dedicated a significant portion of it to the sport. Her playful declaration of trying to become a professional golfer, while tongue-in-cheek, underscored her deep appreciation for the athleticism and skill involved. This period also afforded her incredible experiences, playing alongside golf luminaries like Nelly Korda, Jon Rahm, and Annika Sorenstam. The nervousness she felt on those occasions, exceeding even her pre-game jitters for basketball, highlighted the respect she holds for the game and its elite practitioners. These weren't just casual rounds, they were invaluable learning opportunities, moments to soak in the nuances of the professional game. What stood out most, however, wasn't just the golf itself, but the warm embrace she received from the golf community, the willingness of professionals to share their time and knowledge, the invitations to pro-ams, the genuine excitement for her interest in the sport. It all underscored the unifying power of a shared passion.
Why do basketball players specifically seem to love golf so much?
That's a really good question. Honestly, I really do think that, like, one, it's a great escape for us. I think, two, you know, we're so used to the team aspect, and then you get out on the course and it's such a challenge with yourself. Like, it's you, the golf ball, the golf club, like the course, like that's all it is. You know, you don't have teammates to rely on. It's just a battle with yourself. And
it's almost like a mental exercise that you can use.
It really makes you mentally tough. And I think that's also what's really impressive about these professional golfers out here. Like, you hit a bad shot, you don't have time to sulk. Like, you got to move on. And it is similar to basketball in the same way. Like, you miss a shot, you got to move on. But, you know, they're the one that has to step up and take the next shot. They don't have other teammates to rely on. So I think that's what's really impressive about it.
But the most important thing is managing your nerves here. How much do you relate to that? I know that you said you don't really get that nervous in basketball, but every once in a while, I'm sure something does spike.
Well, it was just like interesting, like walking around yesterday, like the fans are just like so on top of you. And I think as an athlete, like when you're in your element and you're competing and doing your thing, you don't always realize that. So I'm sure the guys get in their zone and kind of go about their business how they always do. But that element is always something that you can't prepare for.
Caitlin recognized the reciprocal potential of this crossover appeal. Just as she was welcomed into the golf world, she became a vocal supporter of the LPGA, championing the talented women blazing their own trails on the green. For her, it's not about staying confined to one sporting sphere, but about fostering mutual appreciation and expanding the audience for women's sports as a whole. If golf fans tune into WNBA games and basketball enthusiasts start following women's golf, that's the kind of momentum that truly elevates the landscape. Her presence at the Masters, therefore, felt like more than just a celebrity appearance. It was a bridge being built, connecting two passionate fan bases and underscoring the universal appeal of athletic excellence. She also noted the role of the pandemic in fostering a greater interest in golf, with her brothers and many friends picking up the sport during that time, further solidifying its place as a welcoming and engaging community.
I think one of my favorite stories is when Steph Curry, I think it was the playoffs, and I think it was the finals, they had just lost and he didn't play very well. And the next day they had off and he didn't want to go to the gym, he wanted to go to the golf course and just hit balls. And then the next day he came out and had like 45 points and shot really well. And I think it just shows like how nice of a calming aspect it is for professional athletes, but also the competitive side of it. Like, you love that too. And obviously Steph is really good, but I think that is one of my favorite stories is like, you understand like this is an escape for us too. Like it's that peaceful, and it's like just in basketball, like you don't show up to practice and there's not fans there yelling and screaming and cheering or walking alongside the ropes or sitting behind the green. Like those are just elements you can't prepare for. And you know, you just kind of have to zone in and lock in and block out kind of all that noise, but also enjoy it at the same time because, you know, this place is beautiful and incredible. And, you know, having fans or crowds or whatever it is follow you in professional sports, like that's what makes it really fun.
For Caitlin Clark, the Masters wasn't just a tournament, it was a unique, almost ethereal experience. The absence of phones created an immersive atmosphere where everyone was fully present, deeply invested in the unfolding drama on the course. She described it as unlike anything else, a testament to the tradition and the palpable energy of the focused crowd. Even the golfers, she noted, felt a different level of engagement from the fans, a shared immersion in the moment. As a professional athlete herself, Caitlin empathized with this heightened intensity, recognizing the rare and powerful nature of such an environment. By the end of the weekend, she wasn't just a spectator, she was deeply moved, her appreciation for the dedication and skill required at the highest level of golf profoundly enhanced. She called Augusta one of the most magical places she had ever been, a sentiment that resonated with genuine emotion. For her and her family, it was a memory etched in the vibrant hues of the course, a testament to the beauty of sport and shared experience.
I know MJ is really competitive with it. The stories about MJ are crazy. Like, he would go play 18 and then show up to the game and drop 35. I could never do that. Like, that's a different breed. But yeah, you find a lot of hoopers also like basketball too.
In essence, Caitlin Clark's pilgrimage to Augusta wasn't about conquering a new arena, but about disconnecting from the familiar pressures, reflecting on her own journey, and reconnecting with the fundamental love of competition that drives her. In this rare interlude away from the basketball court, she reminded everyone that true greatness extends beyond statistics and accolades. It encompasses curiosity, humility, and the ability to inspire and uplift others. When asked to define the magic of Augusta National, Caitlin didn't hesitate. It's one of the most magical places she's ever encountered, a sentiment echoed by those who have experienced its unique aura. Her few days there, shared with her family, created lasting memories. Whether orchestrating breathtaking plays on the basketball court or navigating the nuances of the golf course, Caitlin Clark is undeniably building something significant, fostering a culture where women in all sports are celebrated and empowered. And if her experience at Augusta revealed anything, it's that true magic happens when we pause, observe, and recognize the extraordinary in the moments unfolding before us.